Hello, friends. Welcome back to Sunday Shenanigans with me, your host, Trevor Stewart, 1308. And, of course, we have here with us the ASOC Prod Cat and the Peanut Gallery there with her, or Chaotic TW, in the, that stands for Chaotic Techno Wizard, in the chat. And poking him back there. But also, let me shout out Cat in the chat real quickly. Because, Cat in the chat is the...
Yeah, that is accurate. The PG that's not PG.
Right? Cat in the chat is the new updated Dr. Seuss book.
Oh, no. It is not updated. That comes from the animation where he is singing, and he goes through singing Cat in the Hat in like 7 different languages.
So that's Cat in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds chaotic.
I mean...
Well, friends, we're here to play along with some, Wait, Don't Tell Me, on NPR. But before we do that, a shout out to today's sponsor, The Hidden Leaf. Pre-rolls provided by The Hidden Leaf, downtown Charlottesville. On the downtown mall, 105 West Main Street, Suite 200. Haha. Above the bricks between 10,000 Villages and Hamilton's. Great place to go with some great buds to get some great buds, bud? And the only thing better than their bud is their customer service. Also, they have the... What was that?
I was coughing.
Oh. Also, they have the lowest prices in town, according to my own highly biased research. And by highly biased research, I mean that I was incredibly high when I was doing my biased research.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to check the website for times and events. The website is thehiddenleafseville.com. That's The Hidden Leaf in... Dang it, Peanut Gallery. Read his chat and it threw me off. I almost said it out loud.
15 seconds isn't up yet.
thehiddenleafseville.com. That's thehiddenleafseville, all one word, .com. And of course, a note of disclosure, we are an opinionated channel. We have opinions in general. They are a business and do not. Our opinions are ours alone. They are not shared by any of our advertisers. Yeah. Yes. I think that's there we go.
We endorse them. They do not necessarily endorse everything that we say.
Yes, thank you. We endorse them. They do not necessarily endorse everything that we say. Smooth. Tasty. Actually, that was a nice one. It cracked my back there for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pardon me, my chin itches from having shaved. It always does. It's why I don't like shaving. As much as I hate having facial hair, I also... Right. I also really hate shaving because it makes me itchy. It's a conundrum. So how are you guys doing this morning?
That's fun. Okay.
Yeah. And Peanut Gallery, you're feeling a bit better. I know you were feeling under the weather the last few days. That being said, you turned in an amazing performance yesterday. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. For not feeling well, you did speak well.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
tried.
I know, and I appreciate it.
And I tried more things than just your patience.
Yeah, and you really don't try my patience that hard when it comes to it. You know.
Out of the three of us, I am the most likely one to break and walk away.
Yes. Yes. You are. You're also the one who's most likely to try my patience the most.
I mean, yes,
And
I don't disagree with that.
but you know, I think it's because the Peanut Gallery and I share a lot of commonalities in our sense of humor. Just
I'm not sure whether to be proud or afraid.
yes,
Yeah, the correct answer is yes.
Okay.
yes. It should be a bit of both, my friend. A bit of both. Well, we are here today to play along with NPR's "Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me." So let us, as the tomato said,
No sadness allowed here. The food of sadness can go away. Pick a different word.
bacon. As the
Better.
bacon said to the bread and necromancy,
Yes.
let us get going.
No, it is. You can blame the peanut gallery for that one.
Oh yeah.
I forget exactly which comic was shown or what thing was shown,
But
but
lettuce was the
sadness.
was said.
Lettuce is the taste of sadness.
I mean, it kind of is. It's crunchy sadness.
Yes.
It's.
It's been permanently that in my brain for years at this point.
I mean, it's crunchy green water.
Yeah.
No, that would be celery. Celery tastes better.
Actually, technically, it's the other way around. Celery dipped in salt water is the taste of sadness. Or no, wait, is that it's not celery, it's
Lettuce.
no. Uh yeah, no, it is celery. I think it is celery dipped in salt water represents the tears we shed when we fled across the desert.
I'm not sure where that's from. That sounds
Seder.
really elegant. Huh?
It's from the Seder. It's from Passover dinner.
I like celery more than I like lettuce. I will dip the lettuce in salt water and use that.
I mean, I don't know if that's kosher.
I'm not kosher.
I know. You're also
Let's
not Jewish, so you don't really have to worry about it.
let's put it this way. There's significantly more water in celery, so I can understand it representing the tears.
Yes. Although the salt water is really supposed to represent the tears, and celery is the bitter herb.
Yes, but lettuce is dehydrated, condensed sadness.
I could see that too.
Either way,
Although shredded lettuce has on a hamburger has a very specific flavor and texture combo that I really like.
Well, you are a bit of a masochist, so.
I mean, yeah. The masochist said to the sadist, "Hurt me, hurt me." The sadist said, "No." Hi, Jessamy Crystal.
she picked yet another wonderful moment to wander in.
Right. Great to see you.
It's practically guaranteed that at no point on Sunday is there a safe point to wander in, because either we're going to say something, or someone on Wait, Don't Tell Me will say something, and we'll be just going.
Right. We'll be going off on it. Sundays are a fun day like that.
Yes.
How was church? How was church, Crystal? I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, last week's Wait, Don't Tell Me killer joke.
Oh, no.
That's the statement in chat.
I know.
Gadle, 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 I made you out of clay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so before this goes off the rails any further,
Yep.
all I want for Hanukkah is a new... Never mind.
Save that for the holiday album, honey.
Right? Oh, I can't hear it. You can hear it, but I can't
Yes,
hear
you can
it.
hear it. So you gotta fix something.
Huh? There we go.
Better?
Yes. Okay.
On every purchase for your business.
There, can
Find
you
out
hear
more
it?
at CapitalOne.com/Spark.
The best of a weather delay at O'Hare by filling in for Bill Curtis. And here's your host at the Studebaker Theater at the Fine Arts Building in Chicago, Illinois, Peter Sagal.
Thank you, everybody.
Hi, Peter.
Thank you so much. Later on, we're going to be talking to Bridget, Everett, and Jeff Hiller, the stars of the HBO show Somebody Somewhere. But first, I got to say, what a thrill it is to be standing right next to legendary comedian and actor Tim Meadows. It's such a thrill to have you. So,
Thank you.
big thrill for me, Tim. How does it feel for you to take on this job?
I got to say, after years of working next to some of the absolute greats, it's really exciting to try something different.
If you'd like to enjoy your debut on our show, just give us a call. The number is 1-888-WAIT-WAIT. That's 1-888-924-8924. Let's welcome our first listener contestant. Hi, you are on Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Hi,
Hi, who's this?
this is Daniel.
Hey, Daniel, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. We were just talking, ironically, a moment ago before the show about Austin, Texas, which a place many of us have been and all of us love. And I actually have a question for you that came up. Have, in
Great.
fact, you been able to keep Austin weird?
I guess.
You guess?
He doesn't sound very convinced.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That's how I feel about it.
Well, that was a weird answer.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, Daniel, let me introduce you to our panel this week. First, you can see him at the Venetian Hotel in Las Vegas on December 21st and 22nd, and then at the La Jolla Comedy Store on December 27th through the 29th. It's Maz Jobrani.
Hey, Maz.
Hello. Weird. How are you?
Next, a comedian you can see New Year's Eve at the Burlington Comedy Store in Burlington, Vermont. It's Joyelle Nicole Johnson.
Hey,
Hi, Joyelle.
Hi.
And a comedian who has a new Netflix special called Home Free. It's Tom Papa.
Hi, Tom.
Hello.
Yell Wolf
So
is
welcome to the
keeping
show,
it
Daniel.
weird
You're
there
going to
now.
play the very first edition ever of Who's Tim this
Harry.
time. Tim Meadows filling in for Bill
Fair
Curtis.
enough.
It's going to read you 3 quotations from this week's news.
Guys,
if
ready?
you can correctly identify or explain just 2 of them, you'll
think
win our
so.
prize.
You ready?
Any voice from our show you might choose on your voicemail. Are you ready to go?
Absolutely.
Okay, here is your first quote.
If you can spill it, spread it, pump it, or pour it, it should go in a checked bag.
That was advice from the TSA for all the people who'll be traveling next week with food for what?
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, that's right. The TSA expects this to be the busiest Thanksgiving travel period on record as millions of Americans will journey back home looking for someone to fight with.
Chew.
And the general rule is, as you heard Tim say, solids can go in your carry-on onto the plane. Liquids have to be checked in luggage. This is for safety. When the soup in your checked bag leaks, it can help put out the fire when the lithium battery in there explodes. Are you guys going to be traveling?
No.
Absolutely not.
No, I mean, isn't the point to go to someone's house and they've made it and or bring something from the same city or state? Who's flying with who gravy? Who's
Okay.
doing this?
It is weird. It is a little strange to be flying to Thanksgiving dinner with food. I mean, like, first of all,
They'll
why are
be
you
giving
flying any...
thanks that the Boeing aircraft did not fall out of the sky.
Oh, good one.
What was that then? There,
They'll be giving thanks that the Boeing aircraft did not fall out of the sky.
That is a good one.
Why are you flying anywhere if you also have to cook? My rule is if I'm putting on an apron, you're getting on a plane.
It is tricky because you get caught in these traditions. You have to go to the same place year after year, and sometimes they don't make great gravy or other things. So you got to come up with sneaky ways to get yours in there. That Ziploc bag in your pocket full of gravy, good way to do it.
Yeah.
That sounds like the uncle who sneaks in some alcohol in a little flask.
Yeah.
You got a flask of gravy? You're
Yeah.
like, what's he doing?
Yeah, I get a little Ziploc thing of gravy. I'm like, don't tell your mother. Take it.
Yeah, and everyone in my
Mashed
family knows I do not
potatoes.
cook, so they say you bring the alcohol, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
My family is mixed. Like I'm Iranian, my wife's Indian, so we have Persian food and we have Indian food.
Right.
And nobody touches the turkey.
Do you actually have a turkey
There's
given all
a
that?
turkey there. You walk by, he goes gobble gobble. We're like, screw you. We got food, man. We got 2,000 years of cuisine.
I was about to say the turkey's still alive, but if you're not going to eat him, why not? Let him live.
You let him live.
It's also, I should say, because of these rules, it's a great time to be a smuggler because if they find drugs in your body cavity search, you can just say it's stuffing.
No,
It's cartel
no,
stuffing.
please don't give anybody ideas.
All right, Daniel, here is your next quote. It is from Rolling Stone.
There's been a Dev Patel contest in San Francisco, a Jack Schlossberg meetup in Central Park, a Paul Mescal hangout in Dublin, a Harry Styles party in London.
So Rolling Stone was talking about this latest popular contest craze that's spreading around the world. What kind of contest specifically?
Sounds like lookalikes.
Exactly right. Lookalike contest. Hottest new pastime.
Okay.
The celebrity lookalike contests.
It sounded like
So
different types of
recently we had a
alcohol at
Timothy
first.
Chalamet lookalike contest
I know.
in New York, a Jeremy Allen White contest in Chicago. People are just flocking to these things. Is it surprising? I don't know. People come running when they heard there's a park where a bunch of guys who look like Glenn Powell are hanging out.
Hot.
So this all happened. It's all started just a month ago when some guy, for just joke, I guess, threw a Timothy Chalamet contest, broad daylight, Washington Square Park, New York City. And a lot of people showed up who looked a lot like Timothy Chalamet.
Didn't Timothy
And
Chalamet
Timothy
show?
Chalamet showed up,
Well,
which was pretty cool, and that made the news. That led to Jeremy Allen White contests here in Chicago and New York, and ones for Dev Patel and Harry Styles in London, as you heard. But all those fans were disappointed because just Timothy Chalamet showed up for those too.
So Timothy famously grew up in the Hell's Kitchen building in New York.
Right.
So I was there last year for a dinner, and I'm
I don't
coming
know.
out. My friend was like, Timothy
That's a
Chalamet grew up
valid
in this
question,
building. And
though.
I was like, isn't it Timothy?
mean-
And I get out the elevator, and I'm like shouting, Timothy, Timothy. And then he walked past me.
What?
Oh,
And he like pulled down his hat because just some crazy woman is shouting his name in the lobby.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did you shout it 3 times?
I absolutely
Because that can
did.
conjure him.
It did.
It does.
Wait, I'm confused. Is he still living there or he just walks around the building now?
Just waiting for somebody to recognize him.
One of the side benefits of all these contests is it's amazing to see specifically what men think they look like.
True.
No, sir. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah.
You don't look like Jeremy Allen White from The Bear. You just smoke cigarettes and your T-shirt is too small.
This is very generational, though. You know, like older celebrities, this isn't going to happen. Old people don't want to come out, even if they look exactly like Jack Klugman. They're not coming out.
Here, Daniel, is
yeah.
your
I gotta
last
say,
quote.
like, I got that one in lock,
King
but
not big enough for you? Meet the Alaska King.
That was a headline of the Washington Post about the new trend of
Beds?
people wanting bigger and bigger
Bed sizes.
what?
Yeah.
beds.
That's sizes.
Yes, beds. Very good. The Alaska King mattresses are really something at 9 feet by 9 feet. They're great for anyone
You
who
should not
loves
have to Uber to the other
losing
side to
their
change
wife.
the sheet.
Right.
The bed is equivalent of, quote, 2 full-size beds jammed together, then you add 28 inches of length. It's fun, in a way, that you could discover your spouse is cheating on you while you're in the same bed.
Right.
And you catch them, and they feel terrible, and they're like, oh, sorry, we didn't think you could see us, what with the curvature of the earth.
Right.
We've gone way too far. It's so gross. My grandparents slept in a one full-size bed. It was just a little bit larger than a twin. And these were not small people.
No.
And they slept in that bed for 50 years together, every single night. And let me be clear, they hated each other.
And their grandparents slept in a drawer together.
Yeah.
And they despised each other.
Is it possible, Tom, that the reason they hated each other was because they had to fight for space in a tiny bed together?
Right.
They were
Maybe
exhausted.
if you get one of these Alaska Kings, you don't see your spouse for so long, you begin to miss them.
I lose my AirPods on my bed 5 times a week. The idea of getting a bigger bed, unless they increase the size of the AirPods, I'm not getting it.
Alaska King AirPods.
Yeah.
Tim,
Just
how
get
did Daniel do on
AirTags
our
for your
quiz?
AirPods.
Wow, I'm keeping score and announcing. That's a lot of work, okay?
Okay.
But Daniel did really well. He got all 3 questions correct.
There you go. Congratulations, Daniel. Well, thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Take care. Right now, panel, time for you to answer some questions about this week's news.
What was that, eh?
Chat. Chat.
Shit.
Really?
NPR's new event, the Tiny Bed Orgy. Except those aren't tiny beds; those are giant beds.
Well, they were talking about smaller and smaller beds, so.
That's true.
Yeah, we went down to the drawer, so, you know.
I can pass the drawers.
Also, I don't see NPR and orgy in the same, like, you know. I feel like it would be just a mass interview.
I mean, it could be a tiny orgy of Jack Klugman lookalikes.
I feel bad because I do not recognize who that is.
He's the sloppy one from The Odd Couple.
Well, for me, he was Quincy.
He's Quincy.
Quincy
Wasn't
M.E.
he also in the 12 Angry Men.
I think so.
Yeah. That's who he is to me, because that's the part I played in 12 Angry Jurors when my high school put that on. I played the Jack Klugman part. So, like, I hate to think that a Jack Klugman lookalike contest might be one of the places I get to shine.
I mean, no, you don't have nearly as entertaining of a nose as he did.
No, but I can do stuff. I can do stuff to make it that way. Guys.
Yeah, I know you can, but...
Knock it off. The cats are playing on the bed. And Gandalf is playing a little more rough than he should be. Leave him alone, huh? Yeah. Leave your cousin alone. That... Don't make me use the no bad kitty bottle. Alright? Alright. Oh, don't you go picking a fight. Like, as soon as I'm convinced one to stop, the other one starts picking a fight. You know what?
Welcome to life with toddlers.
Pequeñito, you pick this fight, I'm gonna let him. Right? Okay. See? Okay. To share the bed like adults. Well, not quite like adults. To share the bed, though.
Are we going back to my previous statement?
Yes. Unintentionally, but yes.
I mean, they're cats. They're gonna do what cats do.
I mean, yes. All right. Back to NPR.
Back to NPR.
This week's news. Tom, a man was stopped from boarding a flight in Lima, Peru last week when it was discovered that it's not that he had a pot belly. He had what?
Pot is
belly pig.
Pot.
No, not filled with pot.
Oh. He had a baby there.
Not quite a baby. He wasn't kidding when he said he had a stomach bug.
Oh, jeez. A bunch of diarrhea? What?
I said stomach bug. And
I said diarrhea.
I know.
Because we don't want to think about the alternative.
Bed bugs?
I'll give it to you. Insects. Hundreds of tarantulas, centipedes, and bullet ants.
What?
Where?
Oh, heck
What
no.
flight?
Airport security were suspicious of a man with a, quote, extraordinarily swollen belly, so they gave him a pat-down and discovered he had bags of 450 insects taped to his abdomen.
Oh, okay.
That's so gross. It's so gross.
Well, the
that I was more
outside.
comfortable with my first answer of diarrhea.
Yes.
So the man,
Yes.
they sort of got everything out of the bags and examined it. He had 320 endangered tarantulas, 110 rare centipedes, and 9 bullet ants.
Bullet ants.
Just a zip
Bullet
line
ants
bag?
are a
Yeah.
nom.
So let me get this straight, just because I'm flying tomorrow. No tarantulas, bullet ants, or gravy.
Right.
You don't want to carry bullet ants anyway because they're like super painful.
Oh, you're taking the tarantulas to Colorado.
What? What was
I said
that?
he was taking the tarantulas to Colorado.
If he was taking the tarantulas to Colorado, do you think he shaved their legs first?
No. No, I think Colorado is pretty cool with unshaven legs.
At least they are until they convince that one high teenager to go out and shave spider legs to help them look
Oh
sexier.
God. Oh God. So, man, tell me that ain't real. Tell me that ain't real, cause like that's animal cruelty. Like spiders need those hairy legs. Like for
You're right,
one,
they do.
but like also, it's just tedious. I think tedious is the word I'm looking for here.
That's why you involve someone that's in one of those mental states where something tedious soothes them. Here's an itty bitty razor and a whole bunch of tarantulas.
Do you know how much meth or coke you've got to be on for that to seem like a good idea?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
A
think I need to
lot.
know.
A lot. It is no small amount. If you've done enough meth, coke, bath salts, or other Toozy's the new one. If you've done enough of any of that you think that shaving a spider's legs is a good idea, you have done too much. That is where I have to say there is a line. The point at which you think shaving a spider's legs is a good idea, you have done too many drugs.
And this is your PSA for the day.
But
Yes.
if you don't shave the legs, how are you going to get those fresh made stockings on them?
That's the other person sitting reading teeny tiny spider stuff.
How are you the sober ones? How is it that I am the one who does drugs and I'm going, this is just what? No. And you're like, no, because we've got to get the stockings on them. Because if you don't get the stockings on them, then they don't look good in the high heels.
Exactly. Oh, and the false eyelashes, you gotta give them the false eyelashes, all 12 pairs.
8 pairs.
12.
8.
No, you need 12, so that way you've got some of them that have bigger eyelashes on top.
Well, considering how bristly tarantula hair is, you could probably use that for their false eyelashes.
I mean, yeah, you could. It'd be all natural. Going back to your question of how to leave the sober ones, I don't know.
Yes, that's...
I will be honest, there have been situations where I have been offered many things, and my general question back is, you've already been speaking with me 10 minutes. What makes
Do you think I need this? Well, because if you do, then we have an excuse for why you're being like you are.
No.
Oh, yeah,
I don't have one.
No, you don't, currently.
I don't.
Which is why you should take drugs, so that you do. See, I know I sound weird all the time. And I know I look weird all the time. But I have a great excuse.
Yes.
I've been doing drugs for a long time.
Right.
I don't have an excuse. I don't have a great excuse. I just have a great imagination.
Is that what you were told?
Okay, so really what I use I've been doing drugs for a long time is a cover for I have a great imagination. Okay, not great. I have a disturbing imagination. I have a lot of imagination.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
So it is, Again, the drugs are there as a cover story,
Okay.
right?
All right, back to the bugs.
Of course
Back to the
I'm weird.
bugs in plastic bags.
On the outside, not on the inside. The inside is what I was picturing at first. Oh, God, that would just be... Oh, no.
That is horror movie material. No, thank you.
Also, bullet ants are the ones that have, like, the most painful bite, I think. At least according to Ant-Man. Because that's where I get all of my entomology from. Entomology?
Either way.
Right.
You get your bug facts from the bug guy.
Coming up, we grant your special requests in our Bluff the Listener game. Call 1-888-WAIT-WAIT to play. We'll be back in a minute with more of Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me from NPR.
Support for the following message comes from LinkedIn Ads. As a B2B marketer, industry
diabetes medications beat your copay
to meet business needs. Terms and conditions apply. Grammarly users say it helps them create more impactful writing. It works across 500,000 apps and websites.
Do you Grammarly?
With one click, go from editing drafts in hours to seconds. Sign up and download for free at Grammarly.com/podcast. That's GRAMMARLY.com/podcast. Easier said, done.
From NPR and WBEZ Chicago, this is Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me, the NPR News Quiz. I'm Tim Meadows. We're playing this week with Joelle Nicole Johnson,
I'm Tim Meadows,
Tom Papa,
formerly a
and
famous
Maz
person.
Jobrani. And here again is your host at the Studebaker Theater in Chicago, Illinois, Peter Sagal.
Thank you, Tim. Right now it's time for the Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me Bluff the Listener game. Call 1-888-WAIT-WAIT to play our game in the air, or check out the pinned post on our Instagram page at WaitWaitNPR. Hi, you're on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Hi, this is Camille from Baltimore, Maryland.
Hey,
hi,
how are
Camille.
things in Baltimore, Queen City? I love it there.
The bridge is reopened.
Baltimore.
Yeah, that's good. What do you do there?
Ooh, I love to go see concerts. I like to cook and be anywhere near or on the water.
There you are, and you can do that. There being a lot of water available in Baltimore.
Exactly.
Well, welcome to the show, Camille. You're going to play the game in which you have to tell truth from fiction. Tim, what is Camille's topic?
No brown M&Ms.
So we all love hearing about those fun tour riders, whether it's Van Halen's No Brown M&Ms or Tim Meadows' Peter Sagal, Do Not Look Me in the Eye. This week we heard about a VIP who made a very unusual demand. Our panelists are going to tell you about it. Pick the real one and you'll win the Wait Waiter of your choice.
I have a construction rider.
Right.
I have a rider. If you're going to hire me for handyman services, construction services, that level of subcontractor, I have things that you need to provide. And one of those is you have to provide an equal number of blue and yellow M&Ms and twice as many green M&Ms as blue and yellow. Twice as many. And it has to be, I believe, an odd number of M&Ms.
Mm-hmm. I know what the answer is to do it, but yeah.
Oh, and they have to be peanut M&Ms. I think that's the way it works.
What the flibberty gibbets?
Huh?
What the flibberty gibbets?
Well, essentially what it means is you have to very carefully be able to saw in half 2 peanut M&Ms and stick them together. Yeah, it has to be. In the end, it has to be an even number of M&Ms. Twice as many green M&Ms as yellow and blue. Equal numbers of yellow and blue, and in the end, it has to be an even number.
Yes.
Because if you start with the simplest numbers of three green M&Ms, which is 1.5 yellow and 1.5 blue, total number is 6. So yeah, it has to be a total number of. And the answer is really, I don't want you to hire me for construction.
Yes. That's actually the more simple answer.
Right. Like, also, I set the dollar amount really high. Also, for every 4 hours of work, I need 2 5-hour energy shots.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically peach mango flavored.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I hope Lockpick is listening.
I do not like doing that kind of work at all. Like, it's the problem is I'm good at it. I'm good enough at it that there are people who have been willing to meet my demands and hire me. It's like, well, damn.
Next week, Trevor will be broadcasting from an undisclosed location in Canada, having been kidnapped because someone said, "Oh, 5-hour energy and M&Ms. I can do that."
I've got a jeweler's saw and food glue.
Basically. Sunday No Pants Raid Train goes off, and there's Trevor stuck in the corner.
Well, that's only if he has construction work for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if he wants to hire me for other stuff, it changes.
Well, that's true.
Because I have a wide range of skills.
Yes, but see, construction work is a legitimate thing to get you across the border for.
Yeah, but so is audio technician.
This is true.
So, honestly, so is stand-up comedian. I
don't know. We keep threatening to send all of our comedians back up there, so I don't think they would let you go across the border for that one. There'd be a vetting process. No, are you planning on staying? You sure? We're not letting you in anyway.
That's true.
We've been trying to give people like Justin Bieber back for too long.
He's not a stand-up comedian.
Yeah, no.
Plus, I think they don't mind having Justin Bieber. It's the crew from SCTV that they're not wild about having back.
Yeah, that too.
All right.
Okay.
Back to the game, huh?
Yep.
Your voice.
Yep. Back to the game.
I'm so ready.
Okay. Well, so are we. First, let's hear from Tom Papa.
While some may think that the demands of rock stars can be extravagant, a famous Italian opera singer may put them all to shame. The legendary alto Josephine Giglio credits her longevity to creating a tropical backstage environment that keeps her voice in shape and theater staff pulling out their hair. The dressing rooms must be kept at 85% humidity, generated by plants, misting machines, and 12 heavy-breathing howler monkeys from the Peruvian rainforest. 2 hours before showtime, anyone over 5 feet 2 inches tall has to leave the backstage area so as not to directly inhale any of Josephine's perfect air. The monkeys, who average 3 feet in height, are welcome to stay. Finally, after her vocal warm-ups in this perfectly tropical air, Josephine's private chef caps things off by serving her red wine and meatballs, because after all, she is an Italian diva.
An Italian diva, and her contract demands a tropical environment complete with monkeys backstage. Your next story of ridiculous requests comes from Joyelle Nicole Johnson.
Most couples bond over things they adore, but Amar Rahman and Melody Merchant bonded over unadulterated hate. It was their second date that one of Forbes Pakistan's richest couples discovered they hated other people's mouths. He asked me out to a restaurant, and I confessed my disgust. Thinking the relationship would be over then and there, Merchant was amazed to find that her new beau shared the same idiosyncrasy. Anything mouth-based is off the table, which is a lot more stuff than you think. So they do what any other rich couple would do. They throw money at the problem. They've hired a bodyguard whose sole job it is to get all mouths away from them. Whenever they go out, all mouths must stay closed. While they both know this behavior is ridiculous, when asked if they would ever seek therapy, Merchant bluntly stated, "Why? I have money, my man, and a bodyguard. When you have those things, you do what you want."
A very wealthy couple insists that they never see the mouths of anyone ever around them. Your last story of your plea comes from Maz Jobrani.
Slipping on a banana peel might be funny to you, but to Sweden's gender equality minister, Paulina Brandberg, it is terrifying. Why? Because she is afraid of bananas. In fact, she is so afraid that her staff has to, quote, banana-proof any areas she might be present in so that she doesn't have to face her banana phobia. Who knows what causes this banana phobia in Minister Paulina?
I hate that.
Now, I don't want to make any assumptions, but maybe as a child, she had a pet monkey, and that monkey's name was Bjorn, who doesn't go hoo hoo hoo, but has a Swedish accent and goes hoo 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 hoo.
Right. That's not acceptable comedy anymore.
And maybe the monkey went bananas. Seriously, it's a medical term for when monkeys eat too many bananas. And maybe to this day, whenever Paulina sees a banana, it reminds her of baby Bjorn. And the feeling she gets can best be summarized by the 80s pop band Bananarama.
No.
It's a cruel, cruel summer, leaving me here on my own. It's a cruel, cruel summer. Now you're gone. You're not the only one.
I hate that that's the one I'm going with.
So this week we heard about someone who has an odd
bananas.
See bananas. What about Yeah. We're all going bananas.
For pretty much when they leave the house. Was it from Tom Papa, an opera singer, an Italian one who demands an absolutely tropical jungle-like environment in her dressing room to preserve her voice? From Joyelle Nicole Johnson, a wealthy couple from Pakistan who insists that whenever they go out, no one ever display their oral cavity. Or from Maz Jobrani, a Swedish government minister who is so terrified of bananas that her own staff has to make sure that none will appear wherever she goes. Which of these is the real story of an
I can't believe I'm voting for that one.
I'm going to go with the Prime Minister afraid of bananas.
I'm going to go with the Swedish minister afraid of bananas.
Monkey.
Well, to bring you the correct answer, we spoke to an expert on this area.
What's probably happened is that this person had a banana, saw a banana, ate a banana during some negative experience.
That was Professor Mark Sheffield, a neurobiologist at the University of Chicago, talking about the possible origins of the banana phobia suffered by the Norwegian minister. Congratulations, you got it right.
Thank you.
You picked Maz's story. He was telling the truth. That means he gets a point, but more to the point, you win our prize, the voice of anyone you might choose.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care.
Hey, so I'm going to bingo card.
I mean, yeah, no. It was not on... Huh?
This is so on our political bingo card in the center, we can write in the free space, but fear of bananas for political
Bananaphobia.
bananaphobia, and we can also stamp the corner that says also an insurance salesman.
And a cop.
I mean, that should be the free space in the center because most of them are either cops or
military should really be the free space.
True.
Military cop or lawyer?
Military cop, lawyer.
Should be the free space.
Lawyer should be the free space.
Military
and cop are less likely than lawyer. Lawyer is a common thing. Yeah?
I mean, yeah, but...
Yeah, but...
It really feels like if they're not a lawyer, then they are the other thing. And it's really, really rare that you get someone that's not both one or the other. But anyway, we've got fear of bananas that we can put in one space and also an insurance salesman in another. What else can we add to this bingo card in the next couple weeks?
Alright, I'm just getting an idea of how many things we need. And how many spaces we need.
24.
24 spaces.
Yeah. Well, technically it's 25, but the one in the middle is free.
Yeah, 24.
We need to fill all 25, even though we know what we know what the middle space is.
Okay. Yeah, that's for coverall.
This would be a lot easier, a lot quicker to do on a spreadsheet, but...
Yeah. Send me a picture later and I'll put it in the spreadsheet, but then you've got something to scribble on later.
Okay, so... What number would be the middle number out of that? What would be number 20, the middle square, out of that? Be 12. Or 13 would be the middle square, wouldn't it?
5, 10, yeah, 13.
And we're saying cop, military, or lawyer.
Yeah.
Free space.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. All right. Oh, it's okay, Crystal. Get food. It's thank you for continuing to listen.
Yeah.
As we start to put together our politician bingo card. Okay, I feel like traumatic event, but that's a little specific.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a little
Or
generic.
non-specific. It's a little
Too
non-specific.
broad.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for correcting me, Peanut Gallery. We'll continue to think about this. Yeah. All right, back to the show. Daylight
now
come,
the
me
game
one go
where we
home.
ask famous people about obscure things. That's called Not My Job. HBO's Somebody Somewhere is not like their other shows. There are no dragons or gangsters or billionaires, just a bunch of normal people trying to get by
I heard about
in
this
Manhattan,
show.
Kansas, and it's become immensely popular because won't it be so cool when a dragon finally does show up? The two stars of the show, Bridget Everett and Jeff Hiller, join us now.
No, I
Bridget
haven't
and Jeff,
heard of
welcome
this
to
one.
Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Thank you.
I heard of another,
So let's start here. I just started watching the show, and I
normal
devoured
people show.
a season or so, and I've been trying to explain what it is and why it's so popular.
Well, I mean, it's not getting those House of Dragons numbers.
I know, it was like so popular.
I don't know. You know, it's a slice of life. It's about friendship. It's, it's about making each other, lifting each other up, and we're not afraid of a fart joke. I don't know. Can I say that on NPR? I don't know.
Our show is all fart jokes.
Really, I know. You and I have the same formula.
Flatulence jokes.
Bridget,
Flatulence
since you are
jokes.
from Manhattan, Kansas, and it is a show set in Manhattan, Kansas about a woman from Manhattan, Kansas, I'm assuming that everything we see in the show actually happened, right?
Oh yeah, pretty much. Give or take 6. Wait, I can't talk like this. I was gonna say something naughty. I'm gonna leave.
And Jeff, I'm told that your character that you play is awfully close to your real life experience. Is that the case?
Yeah, we both love Vitamixes, and we're both, middle-aged homosexuals with asymmetrical faces. So.
That's true.
It was meant to be, Peter. It was meant to be.
Right. And I know, Bridget, there are a lot of your friends from the New York scene in the show, including your own dog.
Yeah, that's right. In season 3, there's a dog. She's a beautiful Pomeranian who plays a rescue dog, and she's actually a rescue in real life. Thank you so much. And,
you are an angel.
What's that?
Is she there with you now in your home where we find you?
Yeah, she's. I gave her a little sleeping assistance in the other room.
I understand.
She wouldn't bother.
Perhaps a big bottle of Chardonnay.
That's right.
Was this whole show just a plot to get your dog into the union? You bet. It occurs to me, Bridget, that I don't know of any other major piece of entertainment set in Manhattan, Kansas. So you must be like a queen there, because you have done for Manhattan, Kansas what, say, Game of Thrones did for King's Landing. You put it on the map.
That's right. They actually did a Bridget Everett Day for me a couple of years ago. So if anybody ever wants to go to Manhattan, Kansas, I think it's March 5th every year. They make a little Bridget Everett donut and a Bridget Everett beer. And
wait a minute. It's not just. Wait a minute. Hold on. I mean, it's not just like they had a day for you when you showed up. There is an actual day on the calendar every year. The kids get off school. Oh, it's Bridget. What are you doing for Bridget Everett Day? Is it?
That's right. As a great LL Cool J says, dreams don't have deadlines. So that's
right on.
So, this is the third and last season of Somebody Somewhere, which is sad, but I think 4 episodes are out now. I did want to ask you this, though, because the show is, the characters you play are broadly similar to you. They have similar styles, maybe, and similar backgrounds. Would you both love to play someone next or soon who is nothing like you? And if so, what kind of character would that be?
I'm waiting for the Trainwreck spinoff for me and Tim Meadows to do like some sort of rom-com that gets a little freaky at the taco bar. I don't know.
Nice.
How about you, Jeff? Do you have any idea, like, if you said, oh my God, Somebody Somewhere, what a huge hit, you can write your own ticket, you can play anything you want, what do you want to do?
Well, I've been playing a lot of serial killers lately. And that's nice to be someone who you know.
Exactly. I thought for a second you were kidding, but are you not kidding? Have you been playing a lot of serial killers?
I have been playing a little.
I imagine that's kind of a mixed blessing because you get steady work, right? Serial killers always popular. But at the same time, what is it about you think, that makes them think, serial killer, psychopath, sex criminal,
You
Jeff
know, I
Miller?
just got a face for murder. I do. You give me Precious back. You give me
I
Precious.
have face for murder.
That's my
all of a sudden I have a premonition of what the big surprise climax of Somebody Somewhere is going to be. Well, Bridget Everett and Jeff Hiller, this is really fun, and we have asked you here to play a game that this time we're calling
Nobody Nowhere.
So, obviously, since your show is called Somebody Somewhere, we thought we'd ask you about Nobody Nowhere. That is 3 questions about places where it's hard to find anybody. Tim, who are Bridget and Jeff playing?
All right, you guys ready?
Jack Powers of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay.
Come on, Vegas.
Come on, now you guys, as we do this, you're allowed to argue, you're allowed to team up, you're allowed to play this however you want. Here we go. Here's your first question. The loneliest and most desolate place on Earth is Antarctica, an entire continent whose population never exceeds about 5,000 people. Despite that, one scientist who was there in December of 2013 managed to do what? A, convince the band Coldplay to come there and do a show, naturally. B, match with someone on Tinder.
Yep.
Or C, organize the first ever Freezing Man Festival.
I'm going with
I think
B.
it's C.
I do too. I think it's C. I'm so glad you
Wait a
feel
minute.
that
So
way.
you're saying
Freezing.
You both said B?
Yeah.
Yep.
Great minds work with the same gutter.
Yep. Pretty much.
Freezing Man Festival.
All right.
Ooh.
The audience is objecting.
Audience disagrees.
Wow.
I was going to pull the trigger, but the audience is shouting no, no, no. Audience, what do you think it is?
They always know.
They think it's B. They think it's B.
Okay, let's do B then. We got to do it, Bridget. They always know. They always know.
Okay, let's go B.
They don't always know, but they did this time. The scientist was sitting there, and he's like, what the hell? And he turned on Tinder, and he swiped right on this woman who was camping on the ice about 45 minutes away by helicopter. And they did meet up, but they say nothing came of it that time. So,
Wait.
as far as we know,
She gave him the cold shoulder.
it's not
What?
She gave him the cold shoulder.
Oh! I think things got frosty when he didn't warm up to her.
No, they just decided to chill.
When they said Netflix and chill, they really meant Netflix and chill. Maybe what happened is one of them had caught cold.
I mean, she was camping on the ice. That is definitely a possibility. It's a shame that the Arctic winds blew them apart.
All right, I think so.
yet on Antarctica.
Next question, please.
It's ending to a great story.
I'm so sorry. All right, here's your next question. Now, the loneliest place that anybody has ever been that we know of is the moon. Only 12 people have ever visited the moon. Now, the first astronaut to do it after Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin was Pete Conrad. What were Pete Conrad's first words after stepping off the lunar lander onto the surface of the moon? Was it A, one small step for a man, one giant step for mankind, suck it, Neil? B, so where can I get a drink around here that's not recycled urine? Or C, whoopee!
C.
You're messing with us, right?
Right.
You said C?
Yeah.
Peanut gallery?
I think it's Buzz Aldrin who made comments about that may have been one small step for Neil, but wasn't a small step for me. So I'll go with C. Would be
Okay. Yeah, Buzz Aldrin was a dick about it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This guy sounds like an.
I kind of am, but one of them is real. When he said one of those things as he stepped
this
under the
man is wild. I love him.
I love like TT. I think it's the TT. He drinks the TT one.
The TT
one? I don't know. I feel like it's Whoopi. It's definitely not the first one because people didn't say suck it in the 70s. But...
Right.
So you're going to go with two different answers. Bridget, you're going to take the recycled urine, and Jeff, Whoopi.
Yeah, we're diverging in two different woods.
Jeff is the winner. Jeff is correct. Whoopi! All right, Jeff has already won. He got two right. Let's see if Bridget can catch up. Your last question. In 1993...
I went to Arizona State. Give me a break.
Bridget, I went to Texas Lutheran College. I think we're on
Yo!
the same
Ouch. Ouch. Dang.
In a famous incident in 1993, a French man's car broke down far out in the Moroccan desert. And he was so far out, there was no way for him to get back. So to save his own life, he stripped down the car and he built a motorcycle from the parts and drove it back to civilization. And when he got there, what happened? A, his wife said, "Oh, were you gone?" B, he was ticketed for riding an illegal vehicle. Or C, at the celebration of his miraculous return, he died when a popped champagne cork punctured his head.
It's not C. I quit. It's got to be C.
Okay, wait.
No, it's B.
It's B? You're going with B?
Both of us are.
Yeah, I've heard of one.
It does sound like that is such a plausible thing. I think I'm going with B as well. Like, it's the only one that's actually plausible. Except, like, it could just... There's just that tiny little possibility that either A or C could have happened. But I think I'm with you guys on B.
Bridget, they can't die from that. That's a fun answer. That's a fun answer. Come on, you got to do better.
Yeah, you can die from that, and I'm willing to give it a shot.
All right, Bridget wants to go with he died, ironically, from the popped champagne cork. What do you think, Jeff?
I think it's the ticket.
You think he got a
ticket? I think it's the ticket.
Once again, Jeff is correct.
Right. It's so boring to be true.
So Tim, how did Bridget and Jeff do on our quiz?
Jeff got all three questions correct.
Yeah.
It's a record.
It's a record. It's never happened before. Bridget Everett and Jeff Hiller are stars of Somebody Somewhere on HBO and Max. Season 3 is out now. Catch it. It is remarkable and heartwarming and funny. And every now and then, Bridget says something very dirty. Bridget and Jeff, thank you so much for joining us on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. Awesome to have you. In just a minute, a wine that could make a sommelier rethink every single one of their life choices. Listener,
oh no!
Call 1-888 Wait Wait to join us on the air. We'll be back in a minute with more Wait Wait Don't Tell Me from NPR.
No.
Comes from IBers can access to create.
Thank you.
Although I suppose the Mountain Dew weed could be counted under that label.
Okay, wait. Let's back this up now. What was the statement there?
My statement was whole new meaning to toilet wine.
Oh.
To which the response was,
Oh, no, but I suppose the Mountain Dew mead could be counted in that.
Yes.
Making him regret life choices.
Yes, it could be, there could be things like, what were some of the other ones I've seen them do that with that just seemed awful? Awful ideas.
the funny thing is, of the 2 or 3 different versions of mead made with Mountain Dew syrup, none of the people that made it drank Mountain Dew regularly, and all of them said it wasn't half bad.
Yeah, I'm sure that the Mountain Dew mead is way better than other possibilities. Like, there are things that I have seen them trying to make wine and mead out of that it's just like, no, you should not be doing that. That is such a... Why would you make...
Mm-hmm.
Right. Or, Bovril... Bovril brew. Like, no, this is just don't... It's the savory stuff that it's like, no, don't. The savory, spicy sort of stuff that it's just, don't do this to me. Why are you... But it's not me they're doing it to. They're doing it to themselves. So really, go on. Go off. Make yourself question your own life choices. That's fine. I don't need to do it.
Hot pepper pilsner.
Yes, I did see that one.
Yep. Nah, I don't need it. I have proven all I need to myself around hot foods. I have proven everything I needed to there. Forever.
Kentucky schnapps.
I think I saw someone make toothpaste wine.
Ew.
Right?
Like, majorly ew.
Right? I'm just saying. Like, that's the kind of... So, yeah, that's the kind of crap that could, like... That I have no interest in none. No. Not yet. None. None. Yet, 9, none, no, not, negative.
Okay.
Alright, so let's get back to the show.
From NPR and WBEZ Chicago, this is Wait, Don't Tell Me, the NPR News Quiz. I'm Tim Meadows, filling in for Bill Curtis. Thank you. We're playing this week with Tom Papa, Maz Jobrani, and Joelle Nicole Johnson. And here again is your host at the Studebaker Theater in Chicago, Illinois, Peter Sagal.
Yes, thank you, Tim. Thanks, everybody. In just a minute, Tim Meadows brings you our first ever listener Timerick challenge.
Oh no.
If you'd like to play, give us a call at 1-888-WAIT-WAIT. That's 1-888-924-8924. But right now, panel, some more questions for you.
I think everybody was a little over-impressed
Tom, this week a
with
high
that.
tribunal in Britain ruled that calling someone what is a form of illegal harassment.
Calling someone an American?
No. That may be coming.
Can I have a hint?
Sure. Finally, some male pattern justice.
Bald.
Oh, calling them bald?
Yes!
Finally.
Yes!
Yes.
Did Peanut Gallery say it?
Yes.
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 No, I'm cool with it.
So yes, according to a court in Great Britain, bald is now a formal offense. A man named Tony Finn, a longtime employee of the British Bung Company, sued after his supervisor called him a, quote, stupid, bald C-word.
Yeah.
And to be clear, being called a C-word, he's fine with it. Totally fine. But bald was going too far. He sued, and this week a high tribunal ruled that using bald as an insult is sexual harassment because only men tend to be bald. So, again, all this is true. All three members of the tribunal that made this ruling were themselves bald.
Oh, they stacked the court.
Why else do you think they all wear those wigs in Britain?
What if they flip it, though, and you have to start wearing a brassiere on your head?
What? Whoa, what? That went left real quick. But first, like, there is so much to unpack here. Oh my God. Men, it's a misconception that men are the only ones who go bald.
Will Smith slap.
What?
Yep, the Will Smith slap.
Yeah. Also, it is, I mean, using as an insult is in poor taste. Of course. But, like, it's like calling someone fat. An illegal insult?
Because it is sexual harassment.
Yeah, okay. That is the okay, though. Yeah. And
But
see
how
there.
calling someone.
But okay. So there's the thing. Like, I appreciate that it is considered a form of sexual harassment because it's important to note that sexual harassment happens to men too. And that there are things in society that because they're tagged as male or because they are male-centric problems, it becomes a problem. Like,
But there's a double standard, and it's okay to insult a guy for how his hair looks, and it's not okay to insult a woman.
Right. Right. But also, I mean, there's so many things there that it's sort of really confusing.
Yes, it is.
And I hate to be on the side of like, no, you can legally say whatever you want to anyone. But legally, you kind of can. It's just, is it appropriate?
Well, the question is, where did this happen exactly?
Right. Well, it happened at work. And the thing is, like...
In
England. And they're not quite the freedom of speech country that we are.
But
also, at work, he's fair to sue for being
harassment.
Called names. Yeah.
Yes. Which, all right, it's England, so that also explains why the C word was not the issue.
Right? Although it still should be.
It should be.
Because, like, even though it doesn't have the same feeling, although it does, it still was being used as an insult. It is, I find it, much like many other people, I find it unfortunate that for an insult to be truly effective, it has to refer to a woman's body part. You know, and using women's body parts to be insulting feels very insulting to women.
Well,
in general. Whereas calling somebody a dick or a prick seems a little less insulting to women.
The thing that annoys me about this whole thing is it now makes one of my favorite things to cheer people up possible sexual harassment.
What's that?
If you see someone's crying, sit down next to them and ask them if it's because of their haircut.
Ooh.
Yes, yes.
Also, though, no, I mean, okay, that's fine with certain people.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of those ones where it's like, okay, that's fine with certain people. But, like, you gotta choose your audience carefully on that. Because you don't ever do that to a black woman.
Oh, no.
No. You will get... It will not go well for you. And then if you do it to a woman, there's a 75% chance that it'll still not go well for you.
The whole point is that it's so completely out of left field that it helps to rebalance the situation. Yes, there's a chance that it will fully backfire.
Oh, yeah.
But I've seen it work more often than not.
The sheer non sequitur of what does my hair have to do with why I'm sitting here on this bench crying?
Yeah.
Right. It's just... Again, it's just certain people, there are certain groups of people that you want to be very careful about how you approach their hair. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have to be careful about how you approach their hair because they get rather rabid about it. Instead of rabbit.
Rabbit. Okay.
I got it. I was there. I was hair.
See, that explanation was for me because I was looking at him going, what?
Yeah. You know, I'm here speaking authoritatively about, you know, how to talk to black women, and I do have to take a moment to say I'm not an authority on this subject at all. It's just that there are certain things I know just don't do.
Yes. Yes, indeed. No, there's a lot to unpack with that whole thing, and the fact that it's in England makes it more difficult to unpack.
Only for us because we're Americans. If we weren't Americans and trying to unpack it, we would have a different, you know.
Yep.
A different perspective.
On with the show.
Sean with the O.
Yeah, that
cover
too.
it up. If this is a big sexual problem, I don't want you flaunting it around the office. Wrap that thing up.
You take off your hat, you're like, they go,
and
you're
that's what
me.
we come back
You're like,
to.
officer, my eyes are down here.
Maz, last week, a group of fishermen working in their boat off the coast of Norway must have celebrated when they caught what in their net?
They celebrated when they caught, was it something valuable?
It was very valuable and very large.
Ooh. Gold?
No.
Give me a hint.
Sunken billionaire's
according to fishing regulations, they got to keep it, but they have to throw the missiles back because they're over the allowed size.
A sub.
Gosh. It was
a nuclear sub.
Really?
Huh?
I'm accepting their answer. Mine was a billionaire's checkbook, but.
Oh, you said a billionaire's checkbook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Peanut gallery?
I'm going with the submarine.
All right.
a nuclear thing? Like a submarine?
A nuclear submarine, yes.
Whoa.
Specifically, they caught the USS Virginia, a 19,000-ton nuclear-powered attack submarine armed with cruise missiles, although, of course, When they got back, the fishermen said it was really a 50,000-ton sub armed with ICBMs. The small fishing boat, right, lowered their net looking for one more haul before heading back into port, and all of a sudden they found themselves being towed very fast out to sea, right? Well, down in the submarine, they were all asking each other, have we been down here too long, or am I really hearing the distant sounds of screaming in Norwegian?
You know your military is not good when a net catches you.
That's right.
Yes. Hold on, Captain. There's a worm on a hook over there.
Let's go investigate.
From now on, all the submarines in the 6th Fleet are going to be equipped with scissors.
Yep.
Coming up, it's Lightning Fill in Life, but first is the game where you have to listen for rhyme. If you'd like to play on air, call or leave a message at 1-888-8-WAIT.
Oh, man, that was...
888-924-8924. You can also see us most weeks at the Studebaker Theater right here in Chicago, Illinois. They love it. You will, too. And come see us on the road at Carnegie Hall in New York City on December 12th. Tickets at nprpresents.org. Also, check out our sister podcast, How to Do Everything, this week. How to handle it if your cousin comes to Thanksgiving dressed as a furry. Hi, you're on Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Hi, this is Kristen calling from Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Hey.
I've been there. It's in Virginia. What do you do there?
Yeah, it is.
Well, I'm a hairstylist and I am
Don't
an
drink,
all-star
don't smoke.
cheerleading coach.
You're an all-star cheerleading coach. You want to let us know
Yes.
that you are a very good one. I have
Norfolk
my
is,
kids are very good.
Of course. I have noticed
Virginia
in my
Beach area.
very limited exposure to cheerleading that it's gotten really athletic.
Incredibly athletic.
Yes.
Does it ever get dangerous? Do you ever worry for your kids?
Oh, all the time, but
My mom was a cheerleader. Yep. My mom was a cheerleader and my dad was a jock.
They moved to a hippie farm.
Right?
And then your mom went on to do business stuff. Is she seen Legally Blonde?
I don't know. I think she was too busy studying when it came out. Yeah. Just like it one of those things where you're just like, yep, okay, that kind of almost tracks. It's a little like, okay, that's left field, but that also sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
but I'm a good coach, so they're pretty safe.
We have established that. Okay. Well, welcome to the show, Kristen. Tim Meadows, filling in for Bill Curtis, is going to read you 3 news-related limericks with a last word or phrase missing from each. If you can fill in that last word or phrase correctly into the limericks, you will be a winner. Ready to go?
I am.
Here is your first limerick.
To Pizza Hut's wine, I won't say no. It's from fruits of a vine stalk that they grow.
Tomato.
Like basil notes chased, a crust-forward taste in wine that is made from...
Tomato, yeah.
No?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Neither does anyone at this particular juncture. So, Tim, why don't we do that again?
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm not a limerick. Never in Detroit has limericks ever been taught or read.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to allow someone who's better. Like if you have an Irish person in the room, they want to.
Oh, Tim.
Okay, here we go. To Pizza Hut's wine, I won't say no. It's from fruits of a vine stalk that they grow, like basil notes chased, a crust-forward taste in wine that is made from...
Pesto? I
That's
truly
not
don't know.
an
I mean, that's
unreasonable
fair.
guess.
Actually, yeah.
They grow...
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes, yes. Pizza Hut is now selling tomato wine, a wine made from tomatoes infused with basil that is supposed to taste like pizza. It is a wine that experts describe as technically non-toxic.
How is it different from a Bloody Mary?
Good point.
Hey,
Not
Thank you.
Yeah, I think about to say, yeah. All right, here's your next limerick.
All right, hold your hats. Here we go. Listen closely as the brother reads the lyric. Once, an asteroid belt was our thing, and our skies had big rocks on the wing. They just kept flying around till they crashed to the ground. Just like Saturn, the Earth had a
Ring.
Ring, yes, there you go.
Now we're
Did you say? I thought I heard
That's
the
right,
peanut
according to a
gallery mumble that.
groundbreaking new geological study, at one point, God liked us, so he put a ring on us.
Yeah.
460 million years ago, the Earth was struck
was
by a series
cute.
of meteorites all along the equator, so scientists now hypothesize that the rocks were not just like randomly striking the Earth, but instead dropping down from a ring around the Earth. Whoa. It's fascinating what we didn't know about the past. Right now we know. Someday, far in the future, scientists will discover that the Earth used to have land.
Yeah.
We're dying.
Yeah.
What are the benefits of having a ring? It just looks good?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Saturn's pretty sexy, right?
So we had
It
bling
is.
back in the
Saturn is really hot.
Right?
Man, the number of times in grade school where I was like,
Bling.
they were like,
Why?
will you focus? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I am.
He's in an erotic reverie, ladies and gentlemen. Here is your last limerick.
Airline comfort is crossing a line. When they sleep, I have no space to dine. They lean back, and I'm hoping my laptop won't open. I vote to ban seats that
Recline.
Recline.
Yes, there you go. This is like church in here. This is awesome. According to a new survey, 41%
Did
nothing.
Okay.
of airline passengers say they want airlines to ban reclining seats on flights completely. Which means, of course, that the other 59% of passengers are monsters.
It is very offensive when someone just comes back and you're in that little tiny space and you're collapsing your skeleton in like a praying mantis and eating pretzels it's like, bam, I'm here now with my bald head in your lap.
What if they had like the beep, the beep, 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 beep. So you're reversing and the person knows it's happening.
Yeah.
Tim, how did Kristen do in our quiz?
It's a good question. You know, I was focusing so much on I'm going to give her 800 points.
True.
What was that?
There wouldn't be a problem with reclining seats if they would just give us back some of that legroom they clawed away from us.
Right. That is so true.
That's within a margin of error.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You set a record on our show. Well done. Thank you so much for playing, Kristen. Take care.
Thank you, guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye-bye. You too.
Tim's reaction was priceless.
Yes.
This message comes from Capella University. Degree. Instead,
the following message come from stops criminals from entering. Final game, lightning fill in the blank. Each of our players will have 60 seconds in which to answer. To get 60% off any new system with a select professional monitor inside your home, Simply Safe stops criminals from entering your home with its exclusive Active Guard outdoor protection. To get 60% off any new system with a select professional monitoring plan, head to simplysafe.com/wait. There's no safe like Simply Safe. Now on to our final game, lightning fill in the blank. Each of our players will have 60.
Yes, it is in commercial. I'm gonna actually. Well,
do your ad read?
Huh? Yeah, do my own ad read. For YouTube.
Right.
Today's pre-rolls were brought to you by The Hidden Leaf, downtown Charlottesville. On the downtown mall, 105 West Main Street, above the Bricks, Suite 200, between 10,000 Villages and Hamilton's. A great place to go with some great buds to get some great buds, a bud, and the only thing better than their bud is their customer service. They also have the lowest prices in town, according to my own personal research, which is highly, highly biased. And by highly biased research, I mean that I was incredibly high when I did my biased research. Check the website for times and events. The website is thehiddenleafseville.com. That's thehiddenleafseville.com. Note of disclosure, our opinions are ours alone, not those of our advertisers. We endorse them and their products. They do not necessarily endorse all of our opinions. Thank you very much, and now on with the show.
Players will have 60 seconds in which to answer as many fill-in-the-blank questions as they can. Each correct answer is worth 2 points.
We're
Tim,
at this
can you give us
point.
the scores?
Tom has 3 points. Maz has 3 points. Joyelle has 2.
All right, very good. So here we go. That means, Joyelle, you are in second place behind the guys, so you're up first. The clock will start when I begin your first question, fill in the blank. On Thursday, blank withdrew as Trump's pick for Attorney General.
Matt Gaetz.
Yeah.
I almost had that.
On Monday, budget airline blank filed for bankruptcy.
Spirit.
Yes, this week, Rafael Nadal officially retired from professional blank.
Tennis.
Right, tennis.
Oh,
On Thursday,
I
the
had
CDC
that
confirmed
too.
the first U.S.
Crap.
case of the new strain of blank pox.
Ooh,
Mpox.
Yeah, Mpox, as they call it. After dozens of monkeys escaped a research facility in South Carolina this week, reports now say that blank.
That they can fly.
No, almost. That there are also feral emu on the loose. in
Yeah,
South Carolina.
Was I supposed to know the answer to that?
Well,
Okay.
this week the daughters of civil rights leader blank sued the CIA over his assassination.
Martin Luther King?
Martin Luther King?
No,
Malcolm X?
It was Malcolm X, yes, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
On Wednesday, Lady Gaga and Post Malone were named as headliners of 2025's Blankella Festival. Coachella. This week, authorities in Argentina caught a man trying to swim smuggled cigarettes across the border from Paraguay disguised as blank.
Tarantulas.
No, he was disguised as a giant aquatic plant. The man had been swimming across the river that forms the border between Paraguay and Argentina with 200 packs of cigarettes covered with leaves and artificial plants.
I'm sorry.
And authorities were like, wait a minute, plants don't usually have arms. How did Joyelle do on our quiz?
Well, I'm happy to tell you, Joyelle got 6 right, and she now has 12 points,
Yeah.
and she is in the lead.
There you go.
I have 14
You went
points.
entire Scooby going to try to swim across the border.
There you go.
Maz, I'm going to arbitrarily pick you to go next, fill in the blank. On Tuesday, President Biden authorized blank's use of American-supplied long-range missiles.
Ukraine.
Right. On Monday, Manhattan DA agreed to postpone blank's hush money sentencing.
Trump.
This week, the U.S. formally proposed a partial breakup of search giant blank.
Google.
Right. To avoid space debris, the blank was forced to adjust its orbit on Wednesday.
ISS.
The space station.
Right. This week, an art collector paid $6.5 million for a banana duct taped to a wall and then blanked.
Smash.
Yes.
What?
Damn.
Dozens of people were sickened this week after eating carrots contaminated with blank.
E. coli.
Right.
Salmonella?
Wildlife officials suggested that giraffes be added to the blank list.
Endangered
Endangered
species.
species.
This week, a woman who was baffled at how her puppy escaped its crate every night set up a camera and discovered blank.
It was opening the
Puppy
gate.
was escaping the crate every night. Discovered that
It was picking the lock.
It wasn't a puppy. It was a monkey, and was using his arms to get out of the crate.
No.
Whoa.
She discovered that her other dog was unlocking the crate and letting the puppy out as soon as the coast was clear. A woman caught her other dog on camera walking up to the puppy's crate and using his teeth and paws to unlock it. The woman has since gotten a more secure cage and is confident the puppy will not escape any longer. But why is that other dog bringing in a birthday cake? It's not the puppy's birthday. Tim, how did Maz do on our quiz?
I'm happy to tell you that Maz got 7 right. He now has 14 points, but he has 17 points total, and he is now in the lead.
There you are.
There you go, 17.
Yes.
And here's the tough one, Tim. How many, then, does Tom Papa need to win?
7 to tie, 8 to win.
Thank you.
Here we go, Tom. This is for the game. Fill in the blank. On Thursday, the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for blank.
Yahoo.
Right.
Yeah.
On Tuesday, Donald Trump picked WWE's Linda McMahon as his Secretary of blank.
Education.
Right. This week, Australia's
Dang.
government introduced a bill to limit kids under 16 from using blank.
Internet?
Media.
Right. This week, MIT
Social
announced
media.
it would offer free blank for families earning less than $200,000 a year.
Childcare?
College.
Well, free tuition. On Tuesday, private space company Blank scrapped their latest booster catch attempt.
SpaceX.
Right. On Thursday, cryptocurrency Blank hit an all-time high.
Bitcoin.
Right.
Bitcoin.
Last week, a man in the UK who had his phone stolen by thieves was able to easily chase them down because Blank.
They made a phone
He
call.
had a tracker
Find
on
my
his phone.
iPhone.
No,
Find my-
because he happened to be four-time Olympic gold medalist runner Mo Farah.
Hilarious.
Jeez. Didn't see that
Chase
coming.
Mo
is the
Farah, one of the
opposite.
greatest middle-distance runners who has ever lived, was out for a jog when the thieves snatched his phone, but I have a feeling they instantly regretted it after they heard the four-time Olympic champion mutter, "Finally."
That is cool.
Tim, did Tom Papa do well enough to win?
This math is difficult. Tom got 6 right, 12 more. He had 15 total. But it doesn't beat Maz, because Maz got 17 total. He's the winner.
In just a minute, we're going to ask our panelists to predict after giant mattresses what will be the next innovation in sleep. But first, let me tell you all that Wait, Don't Tell Me is a production of NPR and WBEZ Chicago in association with Urgent Haircut Productions. Doug Berman, Benevolent Overlord. Philip Goodker writes our limericks. Our public address announcer is Paul Friedman. Our tour manager is Shayna Donald. Thanks to the staff and crew at the Studebaker Theater. BJ Liederman composed our theme. Our program is produced by Jennifer Mills, Miles Birnbaum, and Lillian King. Special thanks to Blythe Robertson, Biniam Bazuna, and Monica Hickey. Peter Gwynn is our turkey baster. Emma Choi is our vibe curator. Technical directions from Lorna White. Our CFO is Colin Miller. Our production manager is Robert Newhouse. Our senior producer is Ian Chillag, and the executive producer, wait, Don't Tell Me,
Next
Mr. Michael
event
Danforth.
in
Now panel, what will be the next big
subscription-based
thing
program.
in
What?
Next advancement in sleep is corporations managed to make it a subscription-based program.
Only the ad-free version.
big thing in sleep after big mattresses? Maz Jobrani.
Now that the beds are so big, Starbucks will build a store in your bed so you can have a cappuccino and then take a nappuccino.
Joelle Nicole Johnson.
The Eternal Sunshine Mattress. Wake up refreshed, not knowing what happened the day before.
No, I like that one.
The San Francisco Sleep Center, where guests can go to sleep in pods and wake up in 4 years when this is all over.
And if any of that happens, panel, we'll ask you about it on Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Thank you so much, Tim Meadow. Thanks also to Maz Jobrani, Joelle Nicole Johnson, Tom Papa. Thanks to our fabulous audience who joined us here in Chicago at the Studebaker Theater. And thanks to all of you for listening wherever you might find yourselves. I'm Peter Sagal, and we'll see you next week.
This is NPR.
This message comes from VCU.
Well, all right. There we go. We are going to transition back to that. And the scores are Peanut Gallery with 27.
Wow.
Yep. Right behind me with 29. And as always, Cat wins with 31.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
High scoring game this week.
Yep. And we kept up with each other during the regular, but then also when we hit the bonus round, we all got a whole bunch of them on that. If I'd have gotten the ones that I should have gotten, then it would have been different. But, well, all right. So it is, it's that time. Obviously, I have to pee. So it is time for us to say goodbye. Thank you, Jessamy Crystal, for being here. Thank you guys for being here. Now is the time on the show when I say 2 up, 2 down, VA, double deuces. We're out, y'all. Stick around for the raid.